I'm gonna watch this.
Ready. Coordinates input. Plotting jump course. Guidance has converged. We're looking good. Allocating auxiliary reactor power.
Starfield.
System checks are green across the board. Grav jump commencing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's hard to express how excited all of us at Bethesda are to be here with you today. We're so grateful you're spending the time, and we know you've waited a long time to finally see Starfield. It's easily our most ambitious game ever, like our previous...
I mean, we'll watch this in segments. I'll watch this in segments and pause where I need to. And then come back to Satisfactory to, like, start the next phase and stuff like that.
games. It's an epic role-playing game where you get to be who you want and go where you want. But this time, you'll be exploring space. So let's jump right in. This is early in the game as you arrive on the mysterious moon of Crete.
The first thing I noticed yesterday was how much more realistic these environments look relative to, like, No Man's Sky. And I don't necessarily mean that as a criticism to No Man's Sky, but this just looks more realistic to me.
According to the scanners, the abandoned research facility is in this direction.
Wait, what was that?
In this direction.
He's scanning? He's scanning something. So on the left it shows Crete. Temperature. So you got some stats here for the planet. Here's your health, your weapons, and so dust. Guys, this is, people are trying to tell me this is nothing like No Man's Sky. I don't know. I'm feeling some similarities here. Fauna, flora, survey, scan range, current biome. There's some interesting information here. I don't know if there's going to be an aiming reticule or not. Okay, here's... Okay, so this is the first, like... So this is the mining laser, again, and you could see right there in the symbol, FE. So this is iron. This is iron. Now, This is manually being farmed. I wonder if there's going to be things in this game to where you can automate this or not. Or is everything going to be manual? Those are all little questions I have. XP for discovery of locations. It must be like using something to scan. I don't think this is happening automatically. I don't know what survey means. Like, what's this percentage? Traits?
It would appear that pirates of the Crimson Fleet are using the facility.
I wonder, like, this, you've got these rooms. I wonder, like, how much in there is pick-upable. Like, the rooms are beautiful. I mean, they're set up nicely, but what about loot? What about picking up loot, you know? Let's check my production. Still making ingots, so we're okay. Like, there's a lot of stuff here, but, like, I'm thinking in Fallout 4, you come and clear a room and stuff, look at all this stuff laying around. Now, I know there's a case over there that's going to have a puzzle, but what about everything else that's laying around? See the puzzle? Without trying to worry too much about how this works, and then look at the security level. Security level novice. So, looks like there's going to be upgrades for that as well. And then here's X. Is this, looks like controller support down here or something? These are, it looks like this is all done with a controller. X, A, and B. So this was done with a controller. So you're just lining up things. So there's our first puzzle. Yeah, it's just another, it's ESO is the same thing. I love the puzzles like in Fallout 4. Pistols, rifles, and shotguns.
After some initial encounters,
this is an early game. I want to see though, like, you're going to mod your weapons. What are you going to mod? Can you mod them to be more like exciting or not? You know, and today, you know what I'm going to do with this segment for this game and for Diablo 4? I'll pull these out and then I'll put them up to YouTube. So I'll go ahead and do that kind of as a detailed analysis from my perspective on these two games. Yeah, I don't know, but was there a reticule or not?
you're invited to join Constellation. who, in the future the game is set in, are the last group of space explorers. To meet them, you'll head to the capital city of New Atlantis.
Todd's got that face makeup on for filming, it looks like. Some blush, some powder. So you join Constellation. Look at this. That's your companion, your first companion, I guess. Oh, there was none, right?
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. We're
Looks pretty
all
good to
here
me, the facials.
Because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there?
What's out there?
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for.
Are we on a search for artifacts? Is that what this game is about?
As to what they are, what they're building.
What they are, what they're building. There's some main narrative here where we have to find out what, like maybe what the enemy is up to or something like that.
You'll be part of solving that puzzle now.
So there's a campaign.
So, you found something?
The new guy found it.
You dug up the artifact, right?
The
That
artifact?
means you saw it. The visions?
The artifact you found appears to be one of many, scattered across the galaxy.
Now, what I already feel like is, already, for me, I was playing No Man's Sky, so I start to compare these games. You could see here where, let me look at the difference. This is like if you played Fallout 4, you go to Diamond City or something. This is kind of like the kind of stuff they're going to be building into this game that's going to really make it different. It'd be like that Diamond City where you're going to go interact with all these NPCs and stuff like that.
If we can find more, we can unlock their secrets.
Beautiful, isn't it? The man who sold me this told me that it spoke to him.
Of course, the Settled Systems is full of groups with other priorities.
That's the Crimson Fleet!
Everybody get ready!
The fleet doesn't follow the rules. Agree to work for UCC staff, and together we take down these cutthroat pirates.
I was thinking Cyberpunk 2 when I saw that.
We're not just here to shoot the bad guys. We're peacekeepers. We protect the people of the Free Star Collective.
When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, no one quits. The only way...
And it's starting to sound like there's factions that you associate yourselves with, probably, just like in Fallout 4.
out is death.
The path ahead may be dangerous. But we are not stopping.
Most Dusties
What was that? Mining?
don't even make it this far.
Because whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever.
That gives you a look at the stories in Starfield. But ultimately, it's not our story. It's the story you create by who you are and the choices you make. And that starts with character creation. It's our most flexible yet. You can customize all the elements of how you look. You'll pick a background that gives you 3 starting skills.
Says here you spend some
3 starting skills?
time as a diplomat. Having a way with words might prove useful.
There are optional traits.
Alien DNA, empath, extrovert, introvert. I don't know why this would, like, affect anything in the game. I don't know if this is just for lore purposes, some of this stuff. Oh, crap.
Committed related to the biggest question of all.
Constellation.
I think we're at 8 minutes and something.
Way out?
By who you...
As a diplomat,
Right here.
getting away with words might prove useful.
There are optional traits, and these come with unique advantages and
Like, if I'm an
disadvantages.
introvert, what does that mean?
But it's not just in how you can look, but in how your character plays and develops. The skill system combines
Skill, here's combat, science. Do you see these? Science, combat, whatever this is, optical or whatever it is. Only a trained sniper truly understands the elements below. Current rank, 04, unlock scope weapons.
It's the best from our previous games.
Heavy weapon
You
certification.
can unlock new skills as you level up.
Ballistics. Ranks within ballistics, damage improvements. And then rank 4 is a range increase. It looks like by killing enemies you rank this stuff up, so there's your progression system. Again, it looks like this is obviously a controller. So this is the UI for that. To me, the game, someone just said in chat that the game looks outdated, and I'm not going to disagree with that. You saw the kid stuff actually lessens the amount of money you have access to. What, Gray? The, I mean, GUI interface, yeah, I feel like they should say this is early alpha build or something and things are going to change. I feel like things kind of do look a little bit outdated.
And then you rank those skills up by using them and completing challenges. And there's deep crafting system.
Deep crafting systems. So here's, whatever this is, like a science terminal.
From running research
Research laboratory, pharmacology, food and drink outpost development. Equipment, weaponry, projects in progress, medical treatment, no research, research in progress, resource extraction 1. Pharmacology, food and drink, outpost development, projects available 15. This is putting aside the GUI. Look, you know, I'm looking to see what these progression systems are, what these systems that you're going to work and try to upgrade. Oh, the traits, yeah. They're more like,
projects
yeah.
with the resources you find to crafting weapon mods needed to survive.
Crafting weapon mods, so I mean this, you know, it should be familiar to a lot of people.
Projects with the resources you
Research laboratory weaponry, barrel mods, grip mods, optics and sights, muzzle mods, required materials, iron, nickel, sealant. So this is, so you're going to be grinding out mats for your mods, and then making your mods at the research tables. So the thing I'm going to be interested in is how you get the materials. How do you get the materials? Is it by manual grinding? There's something they talk about later about the base. There's a lot of similarities here between Fallout 4, Fallout 76, etc. The question now is, how am I going to get these materials besides just mining equipment?
find to crafting weapon mods needed to survive.
Okay. Here we go.
You can build your own outposts.
Fallout 76, anyone? Notice how this works. No Man's Sky is the same thing. You place this down and it reserves an area that you can build on. Now, my understanding is this is going to be a completely single-player game. I think. So it's definitely not going to be like Fallout 76 in that respect. I don't even know if there's any co-op play in this game or not. I don't know. But notice the circle. I don't know. I thought this maybe is just single player. Pure single player, like Fallout 4. But notice, you put the thing down and it creates a reservable area that you can build into. How big is it? Is, you know, like I know in No Man's Sky it's 300 in all directions. It's pretty big in No Man's Sky. So this is right here. Toggle view, clear, build, crew, cargo, crew, power, production. Look at the production. Yeah, we need grace like I need facts right now. Cargo, crew, power, production. Production of what?
These act as a home away from home for...
Guys, I'm seeing modular buildings, I'm seeing biodomes. This looks very No Man's Sky. Okay, build requirements, you need aluminum and iron, operating cost and power, outpost airlocks. These are prefabs, right? These are all prefabs. I don't think you're gonna. I think you do everything with prefabs in this game. I don't think you're building floors and walls. I don't think. No, I don't know. Industrial, small habitat, hydroponic ramp. Guys, this is a biodome. Here's your hydroponics right here. Science, hydroponic, airlocks, watchtowers. So you're going to be growing stuff. These are biodomes like in No Man's Sky.
survival and resource generation.
Did you hear what he just said? Resource generation. Now these look like harvesters for, I don't know if they're oxygen or whatever. So resource generation, are we going to be able to passively make iron, nickel? Does it depend on what planet you're on? How is that going to work? Does this planet only have certain resources? Those look like oxygen harvesters or something. So can we put bases on multiple planets because there's different, maybe this is power. Yeah, maybe these are wind turbines for power. This is not resource generation. These are power turbines. Serves me right for not being a green energy kind of guy. So are these planets, I mean, why do I want to go to one planet over another? There must be unique resources that are heavier on this planet than on others. Can I set up a base on every planet? How many bases can I make? So many questions. So many questions.
You can choose where and how to build each one.
Where and how to build each one. So this one's starting to fill up a little bit. They've got, so this must be power. What are these things down here? These little nodes down here. Is this a landing pad? There's something there. Or are these extractors? Pulling metals from the ground or something. So, what's this over here? Look at the oil rig. Look at the oil rig, guys. Right here. Do you see the oil rig? It's extracting. It's settlements, yeah. I hope that because it's single player. Yeah, Fallout 76, because it's single player. Hopefully we can do some kind of planet connection system. Or, you know what I mean? Base connection, planet connections, I don't know. But look at right here's an oil extractor. Right here. So power, liquid, maybe these are resource extractors. I gotta have some here's the hydroponics. So this is gonna be passive once you set it up. And so that's what I'm looking for in a game. I need some set it and forget it. Especially in a single player game, I need some set it and forget it and I just let the game run. You know. These probably storage containers over here, who knows? But a picture is telling 1,000 words right now. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's continue on here.
And you can hire characters
you can hire characters. We know how that works with No Man's Sky.
you meet to keep it up and running.
Gonna hire characters to keep things up and running. We'll see how that works too.
But that's not all.
Okay. We took a close look at some of these pictures. So we saw turbines for power. We saw an oil extractor. We probably got other extractors there for passive gameplay, which all going to require power. Materials are needed to make the turbines. You saw those materials. Of course, there's a million other questions, but this is going to be something I'm looking for as well. It's something that, like, you know, for deep passive play, for resource generation and use. We saw them making mods too.
You can even build your own spaceships.
You can build your own spaceship, which is one of those things that the ships look cool. It's a pretty gritty looking game. You know what I mean? It's pretty gritty looking, which is what I like. I like the look. I do agree. A lot of the UI does look a little bit outdated and, you know, kind of thing. But whenever you see something new, it's like, you know, you're kind of like this. Maybe the more we play it, the more we'll realize that gritty look transfers over to the UI as well. And it's something we'll just get used to, kind of thing. It'll transfer over. It's like there's a kind of a gritty game. So, yeah. The weapons, I hope there's other weapons and mods that do more interesting things. You know what I mean? There's got to be some stun rounds and electrical, and I hope there's some other cool damage types. Oh, and then what about protection for yourself? What are the mods to protect yourself? There's so many questions. Yeah, Mars vibes. Here's your ship. Look at this. You're going to make your own ship.
You can choose crew members.
Choose crew members.
And yes, you can completely customize the look and layout. There's
I don't know if it said you can build your ship from scratch. I don't know if it said you can build your ship from scratch. Look at this. Laser, ballistic, shields, cargo, crew, jump range. Look at the jump range. Mobility, top speed.
Loads of different modules, ship manufacturers, and more. I have to say, it's so cool. We just absolutely love this.
That's going to be fun.
It's not just how the ship looks, it's how it performs. From engines to shields to weapon systems, because yes, you can fly it.
Thrusters boosted.
Looks pretty realistic, doesn't it? Damn. This looks much more realistic. You think you could do it from scratch? I hope so.
We can't wait for all of you to experience the game. Thanks again for being with us today, and thanks for all the support you've given us over the decades, especially on this game. It's been an incredible journey for us making it, but we know that's really only the beginning, for it's when all of you play it that the real journey begins. And you may be wondering, just how big is this game?
Ah,
So we thought we'd take one last moment and show you.
here's the controversy.
Let's take a look at one of our planets, Jemison. You can land into Atlantis, but you can also land and explore anywhere on the planet.
The entire planet you can land on and explore. How different are the different, is the planet all the same? No Man's Sky kind of suffers from that, where you go to a planet and it's basically all the same throughout the entire planet. And let's see, I guess part of my point being Holy Solos, why I have factions. Yeah, the factions are NPC factions, right? They're NPC factions. Elite Dangerous approach. Yeah, and I didn't play Elite Dangerous, so I don't know. Yeah, notice this planet, Jemison, it tells you right here. Rock type, gravity, temperate, atmosphere, fauna, flora, water, biological. And so I mean, there's some this to me, this is a lot of like this what I've experienced in No Man's Sky, this kind of thing. But yeah, the UI is pretty basic. You know, it's pretty basic looking in terms of just the visual. But you can land anywhere on this one planet.
And it's not just this planet. It's all the planets in the system.
Okay?
From barren but resource-heavy ice balls.
From barren but resource heavy. So notice it says water, heavy metal, atmosphere, CO2. Now, I would think that this planet's going to have some unique resources. Now, the question is, if it's frozen and I land on it, do I need special protections for that? How is that going to work in this game? Like from planet to planet, what are the protections I need, or is my spacesuit enough? Is it enough? Should I make a base on every planet and extract resources? If I do, how do I get those resources? Do I have to come back and visit everywhere? There's so many questions, so many.
To Goldilocks planets with life. And not just this system, but over 100 systems.
Okay, so over 100 solar systems. And I assume the distances are going to be where, when you upgrade your ship, the distance being able to travel on your ship or whatever is going to come into play.
Over 1,000 planets, all open for you to explore.
Okay, so there's the big thing he said that a lot of people are kind of throwing shade on, is that there's 100 systems and over 1,000 planets, and people are saying, well, if you're going to have 1,000 planets, they're all, instead of a few great planets, you're going to have 1,000 bland planets. Well, we'll see about that. We'll see about that.
We can't wait to see what you find.
How do we move around? How do we move around on a planet? We land. Where's the rovers? Where's the how do I get from point A to point B on a planet without flying my ship? What's the transportation? Are you just gonna start walking? They didn't show any rovers or roamers or anything like that. Did they show any ground vehicles that we're going to be using? Can you imagine just trying to fly around on a jetpack? Unless you can really get going on it. Yeah, and No Man's Sky has an entire exocraft system. So that's another question that this brings up. If we can land on these planets, we got to be able to get around. And then if you have a base, is there a way to automatically transfer to planets once you establish a base? Can you establish a teleport system, or how do you get to all your planets? If you build bases on your planets, there's got to be a fast travel system. So there is a lot to discover on how they handle things. I'm beginning to think, oh, that's the end, right? That's a pretty nice picture right there. I think I can give a launch window here. Notice, this is the final point I really wanted to make on this, is notice it doesn't say first half of 2023 anymore. Which is when they delayed this game, they said coming in the first half of 2023. Now supposedly, everything they showed at this conference is supposed to be launching within the next 12 months. But that doesn't mean anything. When you look at how vast this game is and what they're trying to do, and maybe there's some things that need to be brought up to date because it was developed 5 years ago, I wouldn't be surprised if this game is not delayed until until the end of next year. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Think about watching that stuff today and all the questions that come into your mind. I wouldn't be surprised if this is delayed until November of next year. That's why I'm kind of excited for the game, but it's too far away for me to truly get hyped up. It says right here, coming in 2023. It does not say coming in the first half of 2023, which is what everyone thought was going to be. I don't know if that's just a slip or if that's intended by doing it this way. This is giving them room to bump out the date again, is what this is doing, in my opinion. That concludes today's look at a more detailed look at Starfield. Anyone watching on YouTube, thank you for coming in and staying till the end and watching it. The next one we're going to do possibly later today, if there's time, is to talk about the Diablo 4 reveal that came out yesterday. And we'll do more of a detailed look at that. Thank you guys. Have a great day.